All right, so you have a big question on what is a mini LED, what is an OLED, what do I pick? What's the whole hype between the two? I'm gonna give you a quick overview of what they are and what you wanna use each one for. So the big question that I'm going to ask you in order to determine what TV we're gonna pick is how big of windows or how bright is the room that this TV is going in. So if you have huge window sliding glass doors, whatever, you don't have great shade control or light control in that room, I'm highly going to request you get a mini LED, mini QLED, whatever you want to mark the TV as, anything that's not inherently an OLED. Big difference between mini LED and OLED is that mini LEDs get significantly brighter by using local dimming zones. All local dimming zones are just multiple zones of LED arrays that they can put in the TV and then individually control those that way versus OLED being TVs that are just going to be able to shut off pixels when they're not being used, such as for colors black. So you get really deep and inky blacks. There is one downside to using one over the other though. Since that OLEDs shut off individual LEDs, these TVs don't get near as bright, which means if you're gonna have this in a really bright situation, you may not see that TV very well. You may find yourself squinting or searching really hard for the image when you have really bright rooms. Does not inherently mean they can't work in that scenario or in those rooms, but it may not be the best performance that that TV can provide. Vice versa, with mini LEDs, they get extremely bright. It may be a detriment in theater situations where the room is extremely dark. You may have to always keep that TV in filmmaker mode or in just photo mode, something that's using less peak nits so you're not burning your retinas and having to wear sunglasses every time you look at this TV. Now, the big thing that's going to be the big difference for those two that you can actually look at utilizing, most of these TVs should never be in vivid constantly or what we would call torch mode. If the TV is running at its full brightness all the time, it is going to degrade the life of those LEDs. So take that into consideration as you're using those TVs. If we come out, or most integrators for that matter, come out and go ahead and set up any of your TVs, we are going to calibrate those and we're going to set those up. But since this is your product that you purchased from us and that we set up for you, you can feel free to put those back in any way settings that you would like. It is just something we're going to let you know is that you'll probably have less of a TV life on that TV if you have those in vivid or torch mode, bright, whatever you want to call them constantly. But good examples for something that's mini LED. You have a multitude of different lists. You have something that's really, really good like the TCL 6 series, the Hisense U7, the U8, the TCL 8 series, the Sony 7 series, the new TVs, and the Sony 8 series. Those are going to be all very, very, very good. And then you have something like the A80L or the A90L from Sony. You have the C3 Evo, the C4, or the Gallery series, or you have any of Samsung's newer OLED TVs as OLED options. You have plenty of options, but if you're still confused or you have any more questions or you just want us to do it, give us a call, give us an email, text message, whatever you want at Harmonic Series, and we are more than happy to go ahead and set this up for you and take care of all of the planning that it's going to go into building a theater or whatever you're going to be doing for your home. Thanks.